What's up, everybody? We're going to talk a little bit about our promises here at Hooked on Code. Essentially, this is like how we do shit. So Hooked on Code is a WordPress website agency, and we have some unique approaches and promises to our clients that are kind of crowd favorites. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about them. The first one is that we will set and meet clear expectations. One example of how we do that is that we set the entire project timeline typically at the beginning of an engagement. If there's not a clear scope, obviously that's kind of impossible, but we'll still tell you, when we'll have something ready for you next and we'll meet it. So if you have a clear scoped project like a redesign, that's very easy for us to say, cool, we'll start on this date, we'll meet 3 times in between, and then our scheduled launch date is here. And unless the scope changes, the launch date remains. We have not missed a launch date in 6.5 years, which is how long we've been around. So, ever. The second pillar / promise is that the experience for the client and the process will be delightful. So you can get to our website by visiting delightful.af. That is actually our 5th core value. And basically this promise means that we will buck against the typical experience of website projects for clients, which is horrible, unenjoyable, really a pain in the ass, and very laborious. So our kind of methodology and our process that we've developed is like for the purpose of protecting clients from the really unpleasant parts of website projects. Yes, not everything is going to be easy. Yes, as a client, there are still expectations on you to provide maybe images if you want brand images or specific text about your services, but it's not going to be a pain in the ass is basically the promise. You're going to enjoy working with us. Can't you tell already? Okay, the third pillar or promise is that anything that we build will be easy to edit. And the reason that this is unusual in the industry is because the typical approach of a website creation or redesign, especially using the tool of WordPress, which is great, but it gets abused, just say, is that there's a designer that designs this perfect, magical, brand accurate website like in Photoshop or some design tool that's then approved, and then it's handed to a developer, and then the developer creates a custom theme, meaning from scratch, a custom coded theme so that your website looks exactly like that Photoshop file, that static design, which is going to give you something that you love and is perfect at launch. It's going to be perfect, right? Because you approved the design. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be exactly what you wanted. But if you have an idea to change something, like maybe instead of one video on the homepage, which you can change out, right? They gave you a little box to put your YouTube link or your Vimeo link or something in. Let's say you want a gallery of videos, or let's say that instead of an image up at the top for your hero, you want it to be a video background, or instead of one call to action up there, you'd like 2. You're probably out of luck. You're going to have to go back to your agency. It's not really predictable how much that's going to cost because it's not predictable how flexible the custom theme was built to start with. And so it may be actually quite laborious even for the development agency who built it to make the changes you're requesting because it wasn't built with future flexibility in mind. So that's kind of the standard experience. If you're nodding yeah, that's what I have, you're in the vast majority, so it's okay. Our approach is a little bit different. I don't know why I said a little bit. It's completely different. Our approach is completely different. We do design and development in the same breath, and those are typically done by the same human, so that anything that is designed is also created at the same time in a way that is easy to change and that is flexible, okay? So we also do a training at the end of all of our projects with clients to facilitate their desires to have some level of control over their website and their content, even layout, creating new pages. If you're an agency owner or a developer, you're probably having heart palpitations right now because you're like, no, they're gonna ruin it. And yeah, maybe, but isn't it their website and didn't they pay for it? So down Bessie. So that's kind of our general approach. The details of like the tools that we use and our process and our pricing and our timelines and stuff, I would be really, really happy to share. If somebody wants to get on a discovery call with me, all you have to do is go to our website, delightful.af, and you can schedule a 30-minute consult call with me directly there. Or if you want a little bit more time and you want to get to know me because you feel like we're going to be best friends, then just email me at torre@hookedoncode.com, and I will send you a special booking link to schedule a 1-hour virtual coffee date. And we can become best buds, and I can help solve all of your problems. I'm just kidding. I might be able to solve, 5 or 6, but... All right, that's it. Just wanted to tell you why we're awesome and let you know that we're here for you if you are really fighting your website or your agency. Talk to you later.